If you've had the pleasure of seeing Marianne Hesch present at an information session for potential new volunteers or at a CASA volunteer training roundtable, you have likely heard her speak of her 3 P's of CASA work: be polite, professional, and persistent. Marianne follows her own advice, and I will add that she is also prompt and proactive in all that she does. Marianne has been a CASA volunteer for 12 years, serving 16 children from 10 families. When I started supervising Marianne, her previous supervisor told me, Marianne becomes a trusted member of her case team and learns all sorts of information that many CASAs don't have easy access to. Several specialists have also told me that Marianne is one of their favorite CASA volunteers. I think I have figured out why. Marianne is truly value added to any team. She becomes an indispensable member of her team, and professionals come to heavily rely on her. She does her research and not only recommends the services needed by the parties on her cases, but she suggests the providers of those services for the parents and children on her cases. And she always makes these suggestions in the most polite Marianne way. In her current case, Marianne identified a Spanish language domestic violence support group for the mother, stayed on top of when one child needed to be evaluated for an IEP because she was aging out of the ITC program, arranged bus transportation for the children back and forth through their Head Start program when the mother didn't pass her driver's test, identified a Spanish-speaking couples therapist for the parents, and became so adept at using her translation app that after a conference call conducted entirely in Spanish, the specialist remarked that she'd forgotten that Marianne didn't speak Spanish because she had kept up so easily. Marianne is a dynamo of energy with a heart of gold. She's a grandmother of 3 and a part-time resource teacher. She volunteers at her church, plays bridge, does yoga, and loves her book group and podcast. She considers being a CASA one of the most professional volunteer opportunities. We are so grateful to have Marianne, who understands the importance of this work so well and approaches it so professionally. She is energetic and tenacious, and I marvel at how hard she works her cases. It is a pleasure and a privilege to be her supervisor. Congratulations, Marianne, on being a May Cook 2020 award winner.